Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob back here once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing the movie review of In the Lost Lands, which was released on 27th of February, and it stars the very talented Millie Djokovic, which is in the Resident Evil franchise. And it also stars Dave Batista, which obviously used to be a wrestler in WWE, and then started going on to movies. And then we've got, sorry, I can't pronounce the other person's name. But it does say there the other people's name. I'm not even going to try and pronounce some of the names because some of them I just can't. It's Fraser James, Deborah Mullins, I believe. Some other guy there, a couple of others. Ian Hamill. It's just some of the foreign names I can't pronounce. But there's the majority of the cast, or the main cast. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good cast. As I said, really being in Resident Evil films and other films, Dave Bautista being a wrestler, and then in other loads of films. And obviously in Guardians of the Galaxy and a few other films. So yeah, I'd say it's a pretty nice cast there. So basically, it's about basically this queen. She sends this powerful sorceress called Grey Alice, which is a character played by obviously Millie Djokovic. Basically, she sends her into this sort of lost land, which obviously called Lost Lands, but it's this lost land which is like a wasteland type of. It's sort of like a setting which is quite similar to Resident Evil, because this is quite Resident Evil-ish. It's sort of like half Resident Evil slash sort of like Dead in Tombstone. It's sort of like two sort of movies mixed together, but it's got a very Resident Evil sort of theme to it. That's why I sort of like the look of it. I thought, yeah, that's my type of sort of films. I like the Resident Evil type of films. I thought, yeah, that's my sort of type of film. So yeah, I definitely wanted to see that. Yes, basically, so this queen sends sorceress Grey to this sort of wasteland where it's just like this sort of demons and other sort of. I think there's this other group of sort of like people that have been living in a wasteland, sort of. They try and set out to get them, and they're sort of in the wastelands. And there's all sorts of other sort of mysterious creatures and whatnot in the thing. Yeah, so she sends in this race in search of this sort of magical power that she's supposed to find. And basically, she's got this a guide, or she meets him, and it's the Drifter character called the Drifter Boyce, which played obviously by Dave Bautista. So she meets him, and then he becomes her guide, and then he sort of like, she explains to him what she's trying to find, and he's trying to be her guide through this sort of wasteland, obviously, which is lost land. And then yeah, so he's being a guide, trying to look through this wasteland to try and find this magical power, and obviously all these demons and and the other group of villains are trying to attack him and stop him, trying to get into this magical power. So they're trying to stop them along the way. So yeah, so she's trying to find this magical power, and there's leading her along this way, and there's all sorts of demons trying to find it. Basically, but little does she know that the Drifter voice, who's her guide, basically he's actually he turns into a werewolf, and then he's actually trying to attack her. But apparently, he was lying to her about, he was telling her something, how to get to it. And apparently, he'd been lying to her. So yeah, then he turns into a werewolf, and then they have a fight. I don't know if he's been cursed because he sort of gets chained up, but then he returns later on. I think he tries to kill her, and then so it's sort of like a double crossing, but then it's sort of like, yeah. But in the end, yeah, she sort of discovers this sort of magical power. But yeah, it's pretty good, I think. What's good and what's bad? I think, to be honest, I like the theme of it. Just being on that sort of like lost land or wasteland type place, and it's quite similar to Resident Evil, which I like. So there is that. Wait a minute, it's gonna. Yeah, so yeah, I think what's good is, as I said, I like the theme of it. I like the cast, being a sort of like Resident Evil wasteland type setting. I like the cast. As I said, I quite like Millie Jovovich and Dave Bautista, so I think it's a pretty good cast. I like the action. I like the pace of it. I like the. I think it takes a while to start get going before it actually kicks in. It's like half an hour, 40 minutes before it really starts kicking in. But then once it gets to the sort of really good action, it starts kicking off, and it's quite good. And I quite like the pace of it. I quite like the time. It's about an hour and a half, an hour and 35 minutes. So it's quite the right time for this type of film. You don't want it like too long, sort of an action-paced film like this. So I think the time's good. Yeah, cast is good. I quite like the story, fancy, like the setting. Yeah, so I don't think there's really much that's sort of negative really about this. I would definitely recommend it. I think it's good. I think it's quite a solid action film. I don't think there's anything bad really, apart from the beginning where it just takes a while to get going. I don't think there's anything else. As I said, yeah, it gives you a sense of, and there's some scenes where it gives you a sense of sort of that fancy vibe of it being sort of mysterious and sort of weird creatures and stuff, which is good. And there's resemblances of sort of werewolves from even another movie, Underworld, which obviously is nothing to do with this, but it's sort of got werewolves in it, so if I like werewolves, that's pretty good as well. So it gives reference to sort of like underworldish vibes to it, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think there's any, as I said, apart from the beginning where it seems to be like just a bit slow paced until it sort of gets going, but other than that, it seems to be really good after that. Yeah, I think it's pretty good actually. As I said, can't think of anything. I needed just the beginning. where it starts getting going. I quite like the interesting development with Millie as character. She has sort of like nightmares or visions of the past, which I quite like. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I definitely would recommend it. So guys, yeah, definitely check it out. So that's going to be my movie review of The Lost Lands. So guys, hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you guys next video. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon.